Hello and welcome back to another episode of FortressCraft Evolved. I am DreadedEntity. Guys, last time I think we did a lot of upgrades to the base, like our defense and other things. But this time, I think we're going to be doing a lot more automation. So I've already laid out a line over here, and we're going to automate the Mark III batteries, power storage blocks. So let's go ahead and throw this guy down, and we'll set it to go. Okay, let's throw one of these up here and a solar panel. Now I want to try something. I got a tip from you guys, and the way that I'm going to do this to try to keep things a little more compact is by throwing a logistics grommet right here. Now the hopper, it should only output like directly adjacent to the grommet, so I'm hoping we're not going to have a problem there. So if I put this down, it should just be, yeah, okay, cool, just the lightweight machine hopper, lightweight machine housings, I mean. All right, that's great. So now we are making the power storage Mark III. So let's put a mini hopper. I think a mini hopper is what we want to use. Let me see. So it's going to take 9 of these. So we don't need to use a mini hopper right there. Okay. All right, let's not use a mini hopper here. We will instead use a logistics hopper, but we need to put conveyor belt and then this mini hopper. That'll be remove only. Let's grab another manufacturing plant. There we go. And this is going to make the Mark IV battery components. Okay. Let's see. We will need a lot of these. So I think I don't want to do this. You know what? Let's just throw a storage hopper right there. There we go. And then another storage hopper. Yeah, that'll work. To make the Mark Vs. All right. And then we're going to need let's do it like that. So that should be remove only. That's remove only. Let's replace that with the logistics hopper. Okay, guys. There we go. That's our power storage block production chain. We've got going all the way from Mark III to Mark IV, then to Mark V. And that's going to take some time, but we'll get them eventually. Okay, I actually wanted to show you guys what I had done in here, because making the precision alloyed blocks, it uses up a ton of secondary upgrade modules, and I was being severely power limited by that. So what I did was I put this Mark IV right here, and I made an organic Mark II solar panel and put it on top, and this is giving me all of the energy that I'll ever need. I've actually got so much power input here now that I need to start thinking about how to boost my my nickel bar production to keep up with this. Because this thing kicks out the parts so fast, it's just kind of ridiculous, actually. Okay guys, now I finally got the low-grade steel bars coming out in full swing. We're going to be producing, you know, as many as we're going to need now, which is great. But I'm sure you guys have noticed, but I've been starting to have frame rate issues again. So I think it's time that we close this off into a room. So let's see. Yeah, I can't even stand on the block I'm trying to stand on. Oh, man. Let's be smart about this. There we go. Okay. So now, the way that I'm gonna do this, I made a whole bunch of grommets here. There we go. Okay, so that should work. Oh, geez, this is painful. All right. Okay, let's just build to me now. We're almost there, guys. Okay, there's our doorway. Now we just need a door. So, okay, this is going to be the airlock outer, I think. Okay, there we go. Let's see if that's any better. Okay, it's complaining because it wants a door, an inner door now. No, wait a minute. Hold on. That's an airlock inner. Okay, so this needs to be an inner too. Alright, I'm glad I remembered that.
Structure complete.
Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, wait a minute. This is... Okay. Ah, come on. See, guys, this is why low FPS is a bad thing. Alright, I'm not sure how many of these I'm gonna have to do, so let's meet back up in a few minutes. Alright guys, I did have to replace a few space windows with some stones, and then I also had to throw down this airlock outer door, but we got there in the end, and I'm feeling like I'm running better, which is definitely a good thing. So let's jump in here, and we're missing a lot of the lights, so I want to throw down some lights here. Oh, come on. See, that's weird. I wonder why they're all turned this way. I don't know. Okay, cool. So we got this room. Our FPS is running pretty good again, I think. Excellent. I'm here at my resin gathering site because I want to try to do something about this. I've already built a couple of things here. I've got the Mark II organic solar panel, and I've got a Mark IV battery component. Now, yes, the Mark II organic, it was really expensive. It cost 90 resin, but I figure that this is kind of a situation where I need to spend resin to get resin. So let me get up to the top and I'll show you how these are running. It's not very good at all, but it does work very slowly. So what I've got here is I've got my coal line coming in with the enriched coal, and it goes into 2 generators. And then just to give it a little, you know, that extra little bit of oomph, I've also got some solar panels on here. Now, this is really bad because like at peak, like midday, this is only providing like 60 power per second. So this is super slow. So I want to do something about that. And I think the first thing I'm going to have to do is rip out the top a little bit. So, okay, I've stuck the Mark IV solar panel, the Mark IV power storage and the Mark II organic solar panel up here at the top, and I've given it some clearance so the solar panel can grab light. And I need to start tearing down some of this stuff here, like this coal line. This is probably going to go because this thing is absolutely ripping through my coal. I'm having to find a new coal vein like constantly, like probably every 15 minutes I have to go find a new coal vein. And it doesn't help that they're not very big either, the ones that I'm finding. So let's tear this down and we'll kind of redo this. All right, now I've got all of this stuff ripped out, and all that's left to do here now is to just feed the energy down using a laser energy transmitter. So I'm gonna put this right here. Now we kind of have an issue. Let me show you what that is. This solar panel up here, I'm playing in plentiful power. So this solar panel right here will produce 540 power per second at its peak. Now the issue that I've got here that I'm seeing is that this can only transfer 320 at the maximum. Luckily, I'm carrying a few lenses, and I didn't test this beforehand, but I'm hoping that this emerald lens is going to actually boost the power transmission capabilities high enough. So let's see. Oh no. Okay. Well, I guess that's better than nothing, guys. So let's go down here now and see. This should be running a lot faster. Oh yeah, it's definitely... This is running a lot better than it was before. Okay, so let's see. I might need to add another laser here, actually. See if we can just kick out the energy even faster. All right, let's try that. I mean, this thing's already got 70, almost 80,000 power stored. So this should help. Yeah, it seems to be running pretty fast now. Okay, that's excellent. Because the goal here is I need to dig down. If I press K, we can see there's the hive mind. And I found out, guys, that if you can see this little holographic of the hive mind, that means it's the active one. So this is the guy that we want to capture, and I need to get down there as quickly as possible so I can start setting up a resin farm. Okay, so it's a little while later, and I realized I should probably set up some turbines. So I've fed this crystal clock line into where I'm making the steel bars, and I think this will work. I don't know. I mean, it might, but if it doesn't work, then we can always just use a zipper merge, right? So first thing I gotta do is find it. There it is. And let's change these to remove only and go. Oh, it needs power, right? Looks like I don't have any more power storage blocks right now, so let's just see if this works. Okay, there we go. It works. Turbines galore. We'll start putting these all over the place. Okay, for the next step, I'm gonna need some plastic pellets, which means we need to make a refinery, and I'm gonna make it right here. And this is a temporary setup, guys, so this is all gonna get torn down eventually. There's two. Wow, that's actually pretty tall. I think I counted that out right. So there's our first vat. Second vat. There's the third one. And okay, we got the fourth one. Wow, that's pretty big. Okay. Right, anyway, so this thing should already have plenty of power. Now we want to make plastic pellets. Oh, okay, so the recipe is actually for biomass, so let's take this one. There we go. Oops. Okay, plastic pellets. Okay, there we go. So when we make these plastic pellets, we'll tear this down and then we'll move it over there. I've been putting this off. You can see that I've ripped out like the whole mountain trying to give myself some time to think here, but I think I might have figured out how I want to do this now. So let's throw a reactor vat down right here. And then we'll put the controller on top of it. Now we need to make the turbines. So I'm thinking if we put the turbine here, oh. Okay, there's one. And I wonder if there can be an intake in front. Let's find out. Okay, well, I mean, it built it, but does it work? That's the real question here. So that's remove only. This will be remove only. And what we're going to make with this is the high energy composite fuel alternative recipe. Oh, this takes resin, so need to put the refiner right there. Okay. And here, yep. Good. Now the fuel can go. There. And I guess we'll snake this around to right there. Uh-oh. Got a crash. Let's change this up just a little bit. Okay. Maybe it'd be better to set these to remove only, actually. So that's remove only, remove. Okay. This will be our empty tank return. Okay, I think that'll work. Now, I just need to get some resin to test it out with. Oh, let me throw these pipes in here. Okay, let's get some resin. We'll see if it works. All right, it's daytime now, and I totally didn't even realize that I was carrying a whole bunch of resin on me. So let's drop this in here. We'll see what happens. Okay, it's running. Right now it's just running with one vat, so it's actually, I'm gonna need a lot less power from the reactor, or the turbine, I mean, so what I did was I just shut this other one off. Now, if I could get it to feed in there, not really sure why it's not going in. Maybe it has to be on the side. Oh, there we go. It's going now. Okay, so I guess it has to come from the side in order to work. Ah, almost killed myself. Whew, gotta be careful for these guys. Alright, so let's get up there. There we are. Now, this is producing pretty good power. How much is this gonna make? On plentiful, it's gonna make 455. That's a lot. Okay, between those two things, this should start charging up very quickly. Alright, so let's turn these guys back on. And this should start moving at a blistering pace. Yeah, here it comes. That's a lot of resin. So it should come up here. Okay, now it's refining. And then that should loop into here. These empty containers are already looping back. Good. Well, there you go, guys. I think we got it. So now, this is going to help me kind of drill downwards. So all I have to do is just basically remove that ablator and the liquefier and then just put them down lower. And we should be down there at that hive mind in no time. So that's great. Guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. Make sure you give it a like if you enjoyed it. Let's end with something nice to see. Make sure you guys like it if you enjoyed it. Hit subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. And I hope to see you guys in the next one.